just bear with while I get you guys a picture of the first one. Boom. I thought we'd start off with a bit of 2D retro today because, you know, we'll have a bit of 2D on the channel in a minute. And we've got about 4 or 5 hot picks that I just went through the NextFest and selected, but I'll do all that in the intro. Just bear with a moment while I get set up. My camera's closer, like zoomed in than usual, but that's just okay. I'll change the USB slot so it reset the camera settings, so that's just, don't worry about that. That's a me issue. I'll fix it for tomorrow. Yeah, it seems like we've got some sort of intro going on. We can't even like have a menu on this, which is weird. Okay, I'll just leave it as is and mute it maybe, or turn it down, and then we'll turn it up once we get into it. Right, cool. I think we're good to go. Thank you guys for coming in early, those who are there. And if you want to chat, hit me up in the chisel. I'm always happy to answer questions or chew the fat about certain games. If you've got any game suggestions, let me know. Again, we're going to do the intro real quick and then we'll jump into it. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out NextFest and just a few hand-picked games by myself that sort of caught my eye as I was scrolling. I literally just scrolled from top to bottom, grabbed a few games. I think I picked about 5 for part 1, and if you want to see a part 2, like this video, comment on this video, and just give it loads of views. And if it stands out to me this week, I'll do a follow-up next week of NextFest part 2 with another 5 hand-picked demos and playtests. That being said, let's just jump into the video. Right, so the intro's done. Right, today, so what we're going to do is go through 5 games in 4 hours and just check as many out as possible. I've got 2 2D games, 2 survival games, and we're revisiting Mistfall, the public access demo, because that was unoptimized and I didn't really like it the first time we tried it on the early playtest. So we're going back, trying the demo out. It does release in a couple of months, I believe, so it should be almost ready for human consumption. So we're checking that one out as well. But all the games are listed down below, and if you don't like this particular game or you're not interested in this one, you can click one of those links and it will take you through to one of the other games that you might be more interested in, as all these videos, all this live stream will be broken up into 5-part videos. Hang on, that don't make sense. This live stream will be broken up into 5-part videos. I think I just did the same, didn't I? That is what it is though, a 5-part video. Yeah, so it's 5 separate parts. That sounds better. Okay, so today we are kicking off. So we're kicking off NextFest with minegeon, the Renegades. Now it's a 2D shooter, something along the lines of what was that bullet game called? Let me just scroll down. It's going to be here. Yeah, Enter the Gungeon, right? Something along the lines of that game, but with a little bit of crafting elements. So you're actually gathering resources as you go and leveling up and XP in and all that good stuff. You've got a choice of 3 characters, as you can see. Marshall, and Ari. I don't know why both guys are called Marshall. It's an early access demo. Let's not delve too much into it. One's a tank, one's a gunslinger, and one's support, which is looking really good. It says explore the dungeon further to unlock the rest of the classes. So there's actually more classes to see. Wicked. We will be playing on Linux predominantly for all of these games today. Predominantly, is that right? We will be using Linux for all of these games today. We will be using controllers where possible, and we will be experiencing the game as it comes out of the box. So any issues or bugs or glitches, you will see, we will discuss them, and they will be left in the videos. That being said, I've got no reason to say for or against for any of these games. They're all NextFest. They're all free for everybody to go and try out. I'm just really doing a video to see if there's anything that catches my fancy to wish list, or anything that you might want to stick in your wish list. That being said, let's go. Right, so I'm going to be using the 8-bit hang on, let me get a good one, 8-bit DOE controller today. You can't see around there because there's like LEDs that are blue, and with the green screen it's just impossible. I think I can change the color. There you go, red. Is that better? Yeah, 8-bit DOE controller today. It's a really good controller. The D-pad's a little bit spongy, but other than that, it's a great controller. So let's see if we've got controller support out the gate. Let me close off Steam, so I've got some chat up. There we go. So I've got YouTube chat up as my predominant chat, and then I've got Twitch down here in my eye line as well. Okay. No controller support. What is going on here? Plugged in, ready to go. It's connected. Okay, so we're going to switch over to Steam and see if we can just do the old trickery where we get the controller to work. Now it does say controller support, but you know, not all the way. It's not supported all the way through all controllers. So let me go to community templates. It says it's got official gamepad support. Not in my testing. Okay, we'll leave that and we'll go with mouse and keyboard. Okay, confirm my character. Sweet. Now, if you want the game louder, let me know, because obviously we've turned it down just for the intro now. Flip move. Do you see my guy? Oh, flip the table. Come on, sons. Okay, already looking good. Extra animations always go down well with me. It's like we've got the 2D pixel art from the retro, you know, retro and yesteryears, but when they put those extra animation frames in between, oh, I fall in love with the game. Attention to detail. Spacebar to skip. Let's go ahead and skip story. I don't want to spoil it for anyone or myself. Okay, so we're getting WASD coming up, but like I say, it does have controller support. So just on character select, controller support was not working, but now we're good. Okay, so X to jump, which is basically dodge. Oh, feels good. Straight into some crafting elements. Oh, that music though. Oh, let me turn this shiz up for you guys. There will be some shooting, so it might have to come back down, but let me know. Yeah, it's got that 80s vibe in the background. First, pick one of the weapons from the pods. Okay, choice of weapons as well. Roguelike element. Here we go. So we've got start shotgun, start pistol, or we can go with automatic rifle. So the damage is 75% on the, or 75 on the automatic rifle. How is damage on a shotgun 25? Surely damage on a shotgun should be 170. The handgun has a damage of 170. How has that even come about? Let me go with shotgun. That seems awfully... sorry, let me go to the assault rifle. That shotgun was weak as piss. What are they doing? Ooh, okay, we've got slime guys. Let's pop some shots. Ooh, hello. Right, okay, so I'm going to talk about controls in 2 seconds, but it feels good now I've worked it out. Right stick to aim and left, right trigger to fire. So you're kind of using both fingers at all times. Left stick to move. So your hands are always going to be constantly busy with this one. Oh, they're coming at us. Left trigger. Special mover. Hell yeah. He's just a mysterious miner who's given us an SMG and showing us abilities that apparently we had that we didn't know. That is a mysterious miner right now. Let's get some crafting. GG. What is this? That's adaptive crystals. They only appear on the planet. They release experience orbs. That is a very simplified way of doing that. I like that. Teaches you exactly what it's going to do. So we're collecting those to level up. Yeah. So you just whack these. The whacking's a little bit... I think the controller support's a little bit off. I would much prefer to play this with a mouse and keyboard personally. It feels a bit jank, like the controller's not responsive that much. It just feels not finished. So I'm going to hang up the controller and go with mouse and keyboard. Each time you mine, you gain temporary increase of damage. Movement speed or rapid trader. Rapid trade off. Increases fire rate. Obviously that. Now we've got an SMG with increased fire rate and we haven't even started. Bing, bang, bong. Right. We break these boxes. Ooh. Hello. Yes, I'm liking this one right here. I like the animations. I like the art style they've gone for. Everything in this game just spews the Steam Deck. So anyone who owns a Steam Deck or a handheld, you know, you're going to have a great time with this one. This in 4K on a big telly in your front room with controller support. Once some of the bugs are ironed out for more controller support, I think it probably works well with like an Xbox controller, which we used to run on the channel, but I used to hate the D-pad. So I switched to an 8-bit DO controller, which is better, but the compatibility is slightly less. Okay, so we've got uno, dos, and tres, and cinco. I don't know if that's right or not. I'm going to go with this middle line. There we go. Now you can get a description by pressing Q, and it will tell you what each one does, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick a random. Now we're into our first bit of gameplay. The box breaking is really loud, so if it's getting on anyone's nerves, let me know. Okay, now we feel like the Gungeon. Hell yeah. Get some, get some. Okay, this guy's got multiple shots, so we'll give him multiple shots. I think the SMG is a win at the minute. I don't know what the other ones would have been like, but SMG feels good. Ooh, G skills. We buffed that skill. Again, roguelike elements here. So we're getting a choice of 3 here. Dash quantity, key power, boost the damage output for each key you possess. Oh, so if you're carrying keys, you get more damage. And this one's just movement speed, so I'm going to go with a guaranteed of movement speed, right? This is way easier on a mouse and keyboard, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is really good. Get some, get some, get some. There you go. And the coins follow you. As long as you get close enough, they will trace with you. Take all these guys out as well. I mean, I haven't taken a single hit yet. These guys are quite simple. Okay, we grabbed ourselves our first key. I just like the vibes. This is a really chill, and it feels like you're exploring a cave. That's what it feels like. You don't know what's coming. You're looking for loot. You're looking for XP gains. And the way it's going to play out is probably like a roguelike, where when you die, the only thing you're going to keep is your upgrades. Whoa, he just nearly threw up on me. That is a big one. Okay, let's go with our special mover. Completely missed 90% of what's on the screen. Okay, we have range over him. All we've got to do is keep moving backwards. There you go, boom. Do you know what? The animations are really nice. Again, I would like the pixels to be a bit bigger. I don't think there's enough of zooming in and out. Like the characters are clear enough for the camera to zoom in and see a bit more of this action, especially when the big slime guy popped. If it like zoomed in a bit just to give you a bit more of a frame of that happening, it would have felt a little bit more immersive. Okay, we're collecting resources. We've got some... Is that psyllium? Again, if they could make the text bigger, that would be cool. Let's have a look. So VSync, so we can cap our frames. We can bring down the brightness, which is nice. Window mode, 1080p. No need to go any higher on this game. Auto controller. Ooh, okay, so auto controller could be our problem. Why it didn't feel responsive. Auto mouse and keyboard. That sounds awful. Let's bring the music down, although it's cool. We're going to keep it going like that. So although there were some interesting options, there's none I want. I want parallax scrolling with the camera, right? That needs to be added in for this game to be more immersive. And of course, or at least more of it. I don't know if the game has it, but it needs more of it if it does have it somewhere along the line. And it needs its user interface to be able to be scaled up. It's very small at the minute, especially the upgrades and textures. Although once you've read them, you can work out what it's going to be just by the look and feel of it. But it's still, it needs to be bigger for new players, I think. Right, here we go. So we've got orbital strike. Deploys an orb. Yeah, I want an orb. There you go. Got myself an orb. I got myself an orb. Oosh. Not an Orby. Do you remember them horrible Orby things? People used to have a bath with them. That was content back in the day. I don't know what happened. I mean, obviously we got better with our content, but that was a time period. Okay, nice, nice, nice. There you go. You got a big one. Big damage, all of them connected. And again, it would have felt really nice to have some sort of slow motion or zoom in on that. I know it's not that epic, but it just feels a little bit like unfinished, a little bit dry bread without that. Get some, get some, get some. Ooh. These little ah. I like the choice of characters in this game as well. You've got male, you've got female, and you've got shark. But, you know. So left button, right button, space to dodge, and F to fire your special. That is it. Now, I personally will put F on my mouse so I can fire it at the right angles as and when I want to, like once I'm aiming, I can fire it at the right angle without trying to use two fingers at once. Go for another upgrade. We've got the Death Barrage. Okay, that sounds cool. So let's see if we can do controls, yeah? Yeah, we can. So F, go down. Ultimate. Ultimate's on Q, not F. Special attack is on F. So there's also an ultimate. I want that one. Okay, this could be problematic. Restore. Okay, this has just gone really fucked up. Let's try and jump back in. Okay, what happened there? So I changed the button and crashed the game. Now I can't select anything anywhere. The game's just froze. Right, so if you try and change your buttons in this early... it's not actually, it's in this demo from NextFest, you will crash the game. So be wary. I can't actually click on anything right now. And the whole game hasn't crashed. It's running, but it's shut down. So that's all I'm going to see for this one. Because, you know, if it's going to come out a broken mess, I can't fucks with it. But it's all right. I was really starting to get into it. I was really starting to enjoy it. I don't know if you want me to go back in and finish it off or not. Because, you know, we'd have to just go through that tutorial section again, which kind of sucks. How can I do this? So I've got to go to Steam now and then close it from now. Again, like, don't release a demo unless you playtest that shit, bros, because people like me are going to find the flaws and exploit them. And if they're not exploitable, we're going to expose them if they're bad, right? Oh, come on. We've got to do better than this. It's a 2D fucking game and you can't program it properly. Alright, let's get through this tutorial. I'll play it because I think it's worth finding out. You know, I do think it's worth finding out what this has to offer. So let's try it. Unfortunately, I've lost everything now, so I've got to go through this nonsense again. I should be able to just skip it. Yeah, we can just fast click it. Come on, give me my machine gun. Alright, we'll do the same again, yeah. I was happy with that. I wish there was a skip tutorial so we can go through this whole section. See what the actual gameplay is like on the main screens. So just out of curiosity, if I go here again and we go special attack, that is what crashes it, 100%. Confirmed. And it's really weird because it's such a small bug that they haven't looked at. I mean, it can be ironed out so easy and so quick, but it is what it is. So I thought I'd double check it for you. I'm sure the devs will see this at some point. Do you want some sun? They do. They want a good old slapping for that one because it's not a bad game and it makes your game come across unfinished or neglected or just not play tested. Who's this by? So it's by Kickstone Studios. They're publishing it themselves. They're probably quite a small studio. And again, it's a NextFest, right? Early access. So we'll just let it go at that point. We just won't touch any of the mechanics on the back end. We have to ease this one through. And again, controller support sucks. So I should have known better, right? If the controller support's muffed, then probably the controls are muffed too. See, like for me, I would have my ultimate on the middle mouse button. I would have my reload on my side button of my mouse. And then I would have my special move just above the reload. And then that would be perfect for having 90% of the stuff I need to do on my mouse. And then I just have to move with WASD and dodge with my left hand. Obviously, if you can't change that, then you're stuck with the key bindings they give you. And unfortunately, they're not bad. They're just not great. You know, most people wouldn't even moan. But as many games as that I play, I like a certain set and loadout. So it's kind of a me issue. Right, let's whop through this as quick as possible. They're lucky they've got a cool soundtrack in the back. That's all I'm going to say. I'm happy to listen to the 80s retro vibe. It's kind of not cyberpunk. It almost sort of fits in with like 80s movies. It's funny because this soundtrack kind of sounds like it's set for a space game, and yet it's an underground cave dwelling. Cave exploration game. Okay, so you break the rocks to get bowls of experience, and then you get the cool upgrade animation. And what do we have here? Bullet extender. Is that range? I should have read that. Right, and away we go. I like the brightness. I like the fact that although we're in a cave, there's enough light here to show you all of the pixel art. There's nothing really... It's not using that awful like bloom system where you're carrying like a light above your head that follows you. It's actually lit from the entire middle of the cave. So you're not kind of ever in the dark where you can't see, and you can't see the enemies coming in before they like reach the light. Do you know what I mean? This one, the entire stage is lit up with just darkened edges. It's such a better way to do it. Makes the game more appealing. It makes the game nicer to look at. Oosh, 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 oosh. There you go, get some. I do like the fact that our ammunition is actually having like a bullet trail, but it's lights. So look how dark they are. As I shoot them, they light up. It's almost like our machine gun that has like hot bullets. Okay, get some. Oh, I didn't know it was an enemy. I thought that was a pickup. I got hit by a green booger in the ass. Nice, nice. Yeah, this game's cool. It has coolness. That's very rare nowadays to actually have a game that comes across as genuinely cool. Not trying too hard, not being like sucky with attitudey characters and stupid voiceovers that nobody really thinks is good apart from the person voice acting it and the devs. And even then, 90% is just the devs, right? The voice actors just get paid to do the job. Blah. Nice. Yeah, having a great time with this one. Bugs aside, I would buy this. Head away from my balls. Let's go, son. We're on it. We're on it. Full speed ahead. Look at this lot. Okay, we're getting into bullet hell territory here. What's going on? Difficulty just ramped right up. Take the big guns. Couple left. When you pick up these orbs or, you know, power XP bowls, they make, I don't know if you guys ever played Peggle. They make a Peggle noise. So as Peggle would like bounce along the blocks and eventually go into a pot, it makes the Peggle noise where the tune of each ball that's going into your bootay makes a slightly higher pitched noise or a slightly different tone. It's very very nice, very nostalgic to hear it. Like, it's got higher pitched. So we can actually extract from here, but we haven't done half the exploring that I'd want to do. So you can just take your time with the stages, which I like. There's loads of resources down here. We found a new money bag. And we can cut some more of these resources out. Yeah, definitely do this. Like, there's some grinding elements to this. Love me self some grinding. There we go. Now I've got some upgrades, but I'm not worried so much about those. What's this? A resource pod. Okay, so 10 stones or rocks or whatever that is, or ore. You then set this off and it fucks off up in the sky. For whatever reason, it's gone somewhere. I think that's like storage, right? So we now like are storing that somewhere. Again, all speculation at this point, because there is little to no tutorial to this game. Masculine guard, okay. Now I don't have my cool little things that float around me. That's a bit of a shame. What's my man doing? What up, dudes? Rusty Mark. His skill is mining. I've got to pay him 100. Okay, what happens now? Does he mine for me? I think he mines for me. I should leave him be, shouldn't I? Right, I'm mining. Let's see if he collects. He doesn't collect. That would have been a better deal at 100 if he collected them and then they go into my inventory. Him not picking them up kind of sucked. Although, if I'm shooting a lot of things and he's going around mining, as long as those resources don't disappear, then I could just go and pick them up. But that's just hassle for me. Like, why wouldn't he pick them up for me? He's supposed to be a resource gatherer, not just a chop. He's half a job. That's what he is. Mr. Half a Job. Okay, let's see if he does any better on board 3. Where's he gone? Oh, there you go. Jesus Christ. He popped out of nowhere. And we go straight into another upgrade. Gold empowerment. Every 100 gold spent increases your symbol. What is that? No, I don't know what that means. So I'm going to go with dash. Or last stand elixir. Automatically restores 200. That's well good. That looks like a sword. They should change that. It doesn't look like an injector. They changed the design of that one because it's 200 health. And I didn't pick it before, right? Because it looked like a sword. And I thought, well, I've got a machine gun. Why do I want a sword? Okay, it seems like he will attack enemies as well, but with his pickaxe. Wow, okay, when he finds XP, that comes to me. I'm happy with that. Get some, get some, get some. Nice. Trying to drag as many enemies at once as I can so I can use my special. I'm not even sure we have an ultimate right now. Okay, sweet. Find the monolith and then, was that to descend? This game relies on you being distracted. Like, it's quite easy. I know it's only the beginning of the game, but at the moment, unless you're distracted by something, you can get through it quite nice. It's not a hard game at all. Get around the corner there. Okay, what's this dude all about? Is that a chicken? I picked up something. I think I picked up a chicken. Okay, we now have a full backpack, so we can't carry any more items. Hopefully there's an upgrade to give us more backpack. We have Pickaxe Fury, Fortune's Favour, enhance your luck, or boost your pickaxe. So these are both pickaxe boosts here. This one's by 100, so why you wouldn't take that, I don't know. Now our pickaxe has a red glow to it. It wants me to interact there. So broccoli. That's apparently a radiated mushroom. Get some, get some. I'll probably leave those two to Dave. He seems to be doing his work pretty well. I mean, he's not as good as the turret orb we had. It takes a hell of a long time to bust anybody up. I'm going to drop this shiz again. Off it goes. Nice. I'm getting upgrades like a mofo. This game gives a lot of bonuses. It definitely keeps the hype real. Summons an icy orb. Let's try that one. There you go. I've got an icy orb. Cold and prickly. Oh, what is happening here? Grab a weapon. Grab a weapon. Another weapon. Okay, nail gun. Fragmenting shotgun. 325 damage on that bad boy. Or we got the plasma, which is like a rocket launcher. Okay, I'm going to go with a shotgun. Because that is a shotgun worth taking, unlike the original one. And can we break these things? Not really. Thought there might be some hidden loot there. Okay, this looks like boss battle. Take down the scavenger. Okay. Let's go. Bring it, scavenge. Okay, he's got a little scavenge. There's scavenge everywhere. Trapped in the corner. It's got like a pattern to the sound effects. Yeah, okay, we're getting into bullet hell territory here. Meh. These dudes are the worst. Those little spinny things, they are worse than the boss. Them, look. I wait for my special to recharge. Got 35 seconds on that bad boy. Okay, I'm taking a beating. Barely done any damage to the boss there. And we do have parallax scrolling, but only when you die. Not to enhance the experience. This game's awesome. I'm buying this. This is in my wish list. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think. It's just like Enter the Gungeon gameplay. And there's obviously some jank with it, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. I like the amount of upgrades they give you. I like the way they keep the pace flowing. It's very hype and it's very fun. Likeable characters, you know, likeable story so far. Just basically go and hunt stuff out, upgrade yourself, make yourself a beast, and then help put the planet and your team back together again. It's very cool. You've got a down ship that needs repairing. You've got teammates that need helping. It's all very nice. And yeah, if we return to the ship, I can show you some moments about that. Right, so this is our ship, and it looks pretty broken and crusty right now. There's the shark, there's the female counterpart, and I'm assuming at some point you can change characters to any of these, maybe level them up separately. That'd be really cool. Have their own weapon loadouts, you know, that'd be really awesome. And just rinse and repeat, right? Roguelikes are about grinding, they're about replaying the game. And if I was going to score this, which I'm not, but if I was, it would be hitting around that 3.5 mark, right? So it's got some jank, it's got some issues. If they iron them out, more so edging towards 4 out of 5. It's one of those, but we're not going to score it yet because it's just in the NextFest. Won't be scoring any game today, but we are going to be looking at them from a critique perspective. Okay, cool beans. So what we're going to do, we're going to repair this machine, and then we're going to probably leave this one now. Again, great animations, but no sound effects. There's just some little bits here and there that they need to improve on. I think increasing the immersity of the game would be good, you know, immersing the player. I.e. that whole camera zoom in and out I mentioned. A little bit more sound effects here and there. But other than that, solid gameplay, you know, fun, retro. I always love myself a bit of retro when it's done right, and this one's done right. So that being said, let's leave that one now. Thank you for joining me today. If you are just finishing off this video, you can follow through with the other 4 games we played during the NextFest. And we also have NextFest Part 2 coming, so stay tuned for that one. The more likes this video gets, the quicker I'll do NextFest Part 2. That being said, thank you for your time. Your time is valuable, and thank you for spending it with us. Until next time, peace out, look after yourselves, and bye-bye. Oh, I've got to do that 4 times today. All right, let's stop the record. Let's fire the next game off. I've already wishlisted it, so I'm not going to follow their commands. They don't control me. Right, cool. So that one will be hopefully a release game for us. Now I think we should try Mistfall, right? So Mistfall is very popular at the moment, and I'm going to bring up a couple of web pages to prove that point. But I think Mistfall, we've already done the early access playtest. Now doing the full game is probably wise. Mistfall. There we go. Boom. Easy. Easy. I love easy. Smooth. Like butter. Right. Okay. How are we doing? What I want to do is just bring up some Steam DB stats. Because people are playing this one like a mofo I saw last night. I want to see if it's continued on. Mistfall, Mistfall, Mistfall. It's dropped off hard, but people are still playing it. But it's not the most played, which is something interesting. Let me... Mistfall Hunter. Forgot it's the demo in it, so it's Mistfall. Go. So this is available right now. So it's about 250 people. Okay, cool. So it's dropped off hard, but it was big. Right, let me jump on the Steam page real quick. Nice. Okie dokie. Make sure we're recording. And away we go for video 2. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we're checking out Mistfall Hunters, part 2 of a 5-part NextFest demo playthrough. All these demos are available. You can go check them out for yourself on Steam. Some console are available, but I'm not sure which one, so I'm not going to be talking about that. Mistfall Hunters was one that we had on an early playtest, and I had very mixed feelings, and I was very let down by this game. So I'm hoping that they've fixed some things, maybe tidied up some stuff. Whether they listen to me or not is a whole other thing. But we'll see how my opinion has changed now. The demo is available. So this is essentially what we had. We did have the full game, so we'll probably see a smaller chunk of it today. But we're going to be playing it for around half an hour to an hour and just seeing how it runs on Linux. How's the optimization? You know, does it still play like a bag? Is the female voice acting still as obnoxious and annoying as it was originally? And let's see if they've tidied up some of the gameplay. So that being said, thank you for joining me, and your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with us. Let's just jump into some Mistfall. Okie dokie. Boom. So we hit play. Bring up Steam, because we're going to go over. So it's by the Bell Ring Games, right? It's their only release. Connection failed? Why am I connecting on a demo? Connection failed. What does that even mean? It's a single player game, surely. Let's try CN. Can we get into CN? I have to restart the game to get into CN. That's a server. They haven't shut this off already, have they? It's still going. Let me see. They have. They are sneaky. I tell you what, this company, I don't trust this company as far as I can throw them. I bet they've shut this demo down. Wow. Okay. My original thoughts already were that this company's dodge, right? They didn't do their job. It was unoptimized. It fucking sucked. The game itself was generic and boring. If you play as many games as me, you've seen this 100 times over. It's Unreal frickin' 5. It has all of the teething problems Unreal 5 have. And yet now they're shutting demos down, so you can't play it until release, which is in 5 weeks' time. Surely you want your demo to hold weight with people before the game comes out. Unless the demo got slated by other people. Now, I don't know. You'll have to hit me up in the comments. But that's a real shame that they're doing that, because it looks scummy. It comes across like cheap-ass tactics. So I am already not like... This game is not in my wish list. Like, it never has been. And I'm not looking forward to it in any way, shape or form. The fact that they would shut the demo down, especially when I was coming for it, just seems scummy. Okay. Wherever. We'll move on to the next one. That's dodge. That is really dodge. Because it didn't say playtest, and it isn't a early access look. It's a demo. Why are you shutting a demo down? So they had a day basically where everybody downloaded it and played it. It went through the roof. Now that through the roof must have spurred people to say, this ain't that good, because it's dead now, and it's dead for right reasons, right? There's 200 people who are still playing that demo, and I'm assuming it's got some sort of creator access, right? Mad. I don't trust companies that fuck about like that. Like, I've seen it time and time again. They are dodge. I wonder if it has kernel level anti-cheat in it as well, which it shouldn't do, but you know, the demo won't, but the actual game, once it releases, they might be doing that shit. So they want all your files and all of your all of your goodies. Right, let's play this happy chappy game. Right, so Mistfall was a bust. Unfortunately, if you didn't already check out the clip of that, you can go and see that in the clip section. Mistfall's just broken, and I don't trust the company, and I think they're being dodgy and sneaky. Whether I'm right or wrong, you can hit me up in the comments and let me know. But they shut the access to the demo down within 2 days. So that's looking a bit suspect. It could be broken. It could have some real glaring issues. Who knows why they shut that down? Maybe you do. Let me know in the comments down below. That being said, I've got a little bit more cheerful game to test. So Water Park Simulator stood out to me because it's Water Simulator in Unreal, in, what's that thing called? Oh, I forgot the name of the thing. Hang on. Unity. In Unity, which you don't see very often. You don't see a lot of water simulations and wind simulations in Unity. And for a game like Water Park Simulator, caters to everybody, right? It's for the kids, it's for the adults, it's for everyone to get involved. And I just really wanted to check it out. So without further ado, let's have a look. So it says build and run your own water park. Design slides, send guests flying with ragdoll physics. So it's actually building upon its own sort of bad ragdoll, right? It's saying it's going to be fun, so that's good. Manage staff, fully customize your park, and turn total madness into a 5-star empire. So the write-up was pretty cool. It's by K-Play, which I've never heard of, but I think they've made a few of these little games already. I will double check that. Let's have a look. List. No, okay, so this is their first release. My bad. So they're not the company I'm thinking. There's another water park game that's similar. It's called Water Park Simulator, believe it or not. There we go. Right, so it's their first game they're releasing, and I have nothing but positive to say about it, really. It's single player. It has controller support. It runs on Linux. It runs on Windows. It's a very low buy, and it'll run on your nan's potato. And I just wanted to take a look during NextFest, so let's go. Right, new game. What shall we call it? Let's call it the Wet Ones. Wet Ones Park. Create. There you go. Very bright. I like it. It's very hot in the UK right now. We're in the peak of our summer. It's actually really stuffy and hot for me to be here today. I've got one more week in the heat and then we're going racing, so I can actually get a little bit more chill. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit of ghost in there. You see that ghost in with my hand? Yeah, you can see it. You see it. So we're getting a bit of ghost in now. So if we go to the settings, I would imagine we don't have many to mess with. Ah, here we go. So we've got TAA. So maybe if we try SMA. And the ghosting has gone. There we go. It's as simple as that, guys. If you know what you're doing, you can sort these issues out. Now, SMA, in my opinion, is not as good as TAA. But until they optimize this game, that's what you got to do, right? Unreal 5, Unity, anything like that's going to require a little bit of finesse. Now, already I'm liking the visuals of this game. So this is going to be our park here. We've got a couple duckies there. And we've got a computer, tickets. Okay, this don't look good. We've got a medikit for anyone who has an accident. We've got open park. We've got cool building company. We've got a glove. No, punch. Okay, we'll delve into that in a minute. Let's go and check out these rooms. So this looks like a crafting bench, researchable table, hot dog stand. It says because everyone loves a good hot dog. They do. We've got our park and we've got our maintenance. All of these are basically skill trees that you unlock as you go. So what can we do with the start of it? Let's have a look. There was another room there, I believe. I can't get in now. Oh, it's that. Okay, it's the back door. Okay. So how do we build? So we've got interact, push, inventory. Ooh, Hello. Not bad. We've got B for build. Lovely. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so it goes to a drone. And then we can go build a pool. Boom. And then we go build the... What is this? A springboard. Okay, cool. And then what? It's just there? Do I have to hit it with a hammer? Pretty simple stuff, guys. Pretty simple stuff. There you go. It's looking very nice. Look at these visuals. Hell yeah, I like it. Okay, does it fill with water? Oh, hang on, we've got to put a plug in. Quick. Look at the visuals on that. Hang on a minute. Look at this water. We've got the light reflecting off of the goddamn ladder. This was a wise choice in game design, this. It runs sweet. Like, I'm easily getting 120 frames right now. So do we get anything for building that? So we need to build trash can. And we need to decorate the park with something. So let's go back to the build menu. Which takes us straight here, which is nice. We've got miscellaneous. We've got props. We've got slides. I'm assuming that has to go in there. Do we press R to rotate? No, you use E and Q by the look of it. Very slow rotation. Or you can use your mouse slider. Now, this does have controller support. So I won't be going into that today, but you can imagine that controller support will be quite nice with this one. We've got some lavatories. We'll put them way away from the... This place, what's it called? The pool. Okay, put one there, and we'll also have one. We want people to chill. There you go. I don't see a bin or anything that this requested that we build. So let's go and finish these off, and maybe we level up enough to buy some more things. There you go. Hey. Uno. Dos. Ooh. Tres. There we go. So there is a bin here. It says take trash bag. $5. And put it in there. Can I throw it? Ooh. It's a little doggy poop bag. Yeah, I'm vibing with the look of this game. Like, I'm not easily pleased, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I just think you don't need a lot to have fun, right? So Mistfall, I shit on that game a little bit because it's nothing new. We've seen it before. It's in that really sort of grey, blurred out green, bleached out reds. It's that whole dull colour palette with a load of women talking to you 24/7. And you've got the generic tropes. You've got a pet bird, you've got a petable dog, you've got a petable cat. You know, the enemy types is very basic combat. The enemy types are generic, and the whole game overall, which I've done a review on already in the early playtest, was badly optimized, run like shiz, and just unlikable. But a lot of people are playing it because they're looking forward to it, because maybe they haven't seen it that many times played out. To me, this game is under a tenner if you want to buy it right now. It's in the NextFest demo as a top tier rated game, and yet it gives you fun as soon as you start. It has decent visuals for what it is, and it's like, again, under a tenner. You know, Mistfall's coming out $35 to maybe $45, and it's not a fun experience. It's just going through the motions, in my opinion. So, you know, it's a completely different game, completely different genre, but you have to start looking at like what gamers actually want, and that is some downtime. They want to switch off from work and their family and their life, and they want to just have a great time. And I think this game delivers on that. Can we fix this? Because this is looking rather tatty. Look at that. It's pretty cross, bros. Rusty shower. When do I get a rusty shower? Do I have to develop this? Oh, okay. We need some of that. What's this one? Ooh. Okay, I did something. We got the decorations unlocked. I want the hot dogs too, because everybody loves a dog. So we press B, and we should have something new now. We don't have any money. Oh, okay. So we've got some decorations here. We've got a little palm tree and shiz. Pop that there. Yes. Okay. I don't know how we're building the palm tree with a hammer. You can get anything from China nowadays. There you go, palm tree. That is, do you know what though? That is one of the better looking palm trees that I've seen in video games this year. Just because it is it's got great fidelity, it's got great color, and it's being rendered by my system and not some Unreal 5 trickery with DLSS or FSR. It's just running, right? There's no forced motion blur in this game. I think they've made some wise choices here. Okay, let's open the park. I don't know why anybody would come to it right now. What's this? Time +4. So that's how long they want to be here. That's whether it's an adult, a teen, or a senior. And then we've got the slide pass if they want to use a slide. We've got tickets. We've got flyers. I should hand out flyers. What's you doing with the hammer? Meh. Okay, they're coming, but slowly. He wants to do 4 hours and he wants a slide pass. And he's an adult. And then we press ticket. And we give him the ticket. I'm sure that could be sped up a little bit. 6 hours, teen. They don't want the slide. Do they want a slide pass? They do want a slide pass. Everybody wants a slide pass, bros. And there you go. So you can either hold left button or you can press E on all of this. 8 hours. My man's never leaving. 8 hours in a swimming pool. Literally just has a slide. Of course you're getting a slide pass. You're going to be here for days, bro. And you ain't no senior. How old this man? Let me check him. Man's not even he's barely 30. What's going on? Senior pass. Trying to get that cheap ticket. $23 for 8 hours. That's not a bad deal. Again, 8 hours, adult slide pass. I don't know why I'm handing out flyers. This place is heaving already. Okay, we'll take all those flyers. And we'll go hand them out. Wait, son, take a flyer. No, he's already going. Dude, have a flyer. Woman, have a flyer. Do you want this? No. Well, that's shit. Nobody likes them. Okay, what's he want? 6 hours. Adult. No slide pass. Ticket for you, bro. How come he paid 20? 8 hours. Teen. 25. Have we upped the prices like within the last hour? Okay, I've got some money. I just want to shut the park and build now. Let's go hand out some more flyers. 6 out of 9. Maybe you've got to get the guys on the other side of the street. There you go. Woohoo! What's this place? Hello. Do you want to come? Oh, he sells all the accessories. Look. We want to buy his shop. Dude. Dude. What happens? There you go. What's that say? Wake me up later. I'm not coming to your house, bish. Well, they want everything done for them, these women. Modern day women. Boring. Rude. Meh. Okay, you can't convince a woman that doesn't want to be convinced, boys. 4 hours. Bosh, bosh. Slide pass. Teen. Do you know what? They're keeping me busy. They are keeping me busy right now. I'm enjoying this. Research point. Okay, sweet. What can we research? Yeah, I got the rusty bin. Oh, and I got the hot dog stands. Okay, so when's the park closed then? Let's have a look what these dudes are doing. He's just chilling. Edward's macking out like a big dog. Got a couple of people swimming. It's not a very big pool, is it, boys? Okay, there's water running down this. I never noticed. She needs crap. She needs to do a trap too. Anna's wired and ready. Go on, Anna. Take on the world. You go, girl. I don't know what I'm doing. Whoa. Jesus, Anna. She jumped all them stairs. Oh. That's a concussion if I've ever seen one. There's a ball. No space in the inventory. Oh man, I want to pick the ball up, chuck it in the pool. So if I close it, I guess I have to refund them, don't I? Sell tickets, 7 of 15. Okay, let's get some more people in. I'm loving this. I'm sure you are. Full speed. No one leaves without a ticket. Dude. Okay, we've got 2 waiting. Team, 4 hours, no slide pass. $6. $20. A little 20. Build 1 more shower. Okay. So we can build while this is going on, which is nice. Shower. Don't have a shower yet. Spin that round. So we'll put 2 toilets in. We'll put a bin next to the toilet. And then we'll put another lilo. Are they called lilos, these things? I'm pretty sure they are. Some bed. What's this thing? Hot dog stall? We don't need that near the poopins, do we? We'll put that in the middle here. Okay, what way's it got to go around? That way? Okay, well, let me place it there. You can go here. Here we go. Slides, pools. So we could make another pool, of course. And we could also cover the poopins area with a nice tree. Look. There you go. Let's go build all that. So far, so good. Like, I'm quite impressed with this. Again, I'm sure they call these games slop. Like you hear a lot of people shouting around that if it's not AAA or AA, you know, with special bells and whistles, that these games are slop. I think there's some gold in that slop, and I think this one is fine. Like, it's running smooth. Again, it's the experience it gives the player for a tenner. You know, it's like $10 is a lot of game here for that. Slide pass for adult. And again, I have no reason to back this game in any way, shape or form. I just, you know, play these games because it's NextFest, right? We're finding some new stuff that we might look forward to over the next sort of 6 months. And this one, I think, is going straight into my list. Here, I've got to build stuff. Oh, hello. Daily 1 report. Okay. Progress has been saved. It does it all automatically. And they're all leaving. Nice. So I guess we close the park, do we? Or does that automatically happen? I'm assuming that's automatically going to happen. There's no, like, barrier, you know, to say that they're not allowed in. I think if a barrier came up at this point, it would be good to let me know and sort of feel a bit more secure about the end of the day. What's this tent doing here? I live in a tent. Okay, that's new. Required stock. Oh, we need to buy sausages. How do we do that then? Sausage. How do we get sausage? Build? Miscellaneous. I think I'm going to build another pool so we can keep these dudes, like, having fun. and then maybe put another jumping board thing on it. Okay, good. You also have a demolish button if you want to get rid of anything as you go. I guess the Mistfall playtest is over. I downloaded it but never tried it. Yeah, the Mistfall has shut its servers down, unfortunately. So the demo itself is unavailable and the playtest, unfortunately, is finished. I was gutted. I went to play it today and they turned it off. So now we're just playing a bunch of games from the NextFest anyway. I think there's a lot out there worth testing out, and this was just one of, I think I've got another 2 left I want to show off, and they're kind of survival games. So they're like first-person shooters, right, with survival elements. There's a lot to see and do out here, you know, in the NextFest. There's plenty of demos out there. I just don't really trust the Mistfall guys at the minute. Personally, I think they're moving shady, and the game itself is really nothing new. So I'm not that hyped about it. I'm not going to play it, but then I'm going to not be, you know, expecting much, which will then not let me down, hopefully. It might surprise me rather than let me down. That's my plan. Okay, we've got one more flyer. We'll see if this Whammons, take the flyer. No, stop. Isabella, please. Come to my park. There's other women there. They enjoyed themselves. She's not interested, bros. She's on a stomp. Alright. Please. Okay, nobody wants my last flyer. There's a lot of militant women in this game. Where's all the men's? I need to give this to a dude. There you go, dude. Businessman, do you want to go for a swim? Don't avoid me. Don't try to get around the bin. He's not interested. No one's interested in coming. Okay, so my next task is to restock this. How do we do that then? Interact with left, inventory. No, that's camera. Tablet. Ooh, okay, we've got tablet. We can hire people. We've got bank. Wow, okay, they just gave us £1,000 on a mini loan. And we can buy ad space. Jesus. Okay, what's this here? No inventory space for the can. I can't see a shop to restock. Oh, hang on, it's the guy over the road. The Kmart, that. Sharp. She just stacked. Dude, I need sausages. You got any sausages? It's got crisps. All this is locked, but... Oh, here we go. No space in my inventory. So how do we drop something then? Drop. Q. Well, that was easy enough. $25, little man. I got your sausage. Thanks for your assistance. It's got the personality of a plank of wood, that guy. Right, now we put these in there. Damn. Okay, so really we want to go and buy another one and maybe store it in. It doesn't look like these items disappear. So if I buy another one and then store that in our back room. There you go. Drop. Hey, sausage. Then we open the shop. This will be the last day I finish. But there's a lot to see here. You can see as you go and you're unlocking the skill tree. And you're unlocking a lot of stuff for your park. And I'm sure there's some really cool shiz. And this game's got a sense of humour, right? It's not taking itself too serious. Which I really appreciate. And again, at $10. Like, damn. Brantley. What sort of name is that? I'm not going to diss it, bro. So you got 6 hours. Bosh. I've not given anyone a wrong ticket yet from what I can tell. Teen, and he wants to slide. Nice. Lanely. 4 hours. Teen it. What else? What? Slide pass. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, good. So while they're going to have fun, what is this out of order? What's happened here? We need to fix it. Yes, there you go. You've got maintenance to do. I mean, it still looks crusty, but, you know, it's fixed. Jump move. Go on, girl. They'll get a concussion on the way down. Okay, do we fix this? It's even got percentages. That's really easy to follow. Don't know what this service business is about. Fixed it, though. These ones should be pretty good because we've only just built that one. Do I have to serve this dude? Do better next time. Piss off. I've got everything. I'm doing it all by myself. I'm a one-man bandage right here. Trying to keep up with all of this. What are you? An adult? A teen? Let's go with teen. Next. Victoria, senior. 8 hours. No slide because she's too old and she will break a hip.
Yeah.
Ah, you have to get the mop to clean the dirt. That makes sense. Senior, she wants a slide pass. You be careful out there, girl. Although you don't look like a senior. I think a lot of these people got fake IDs. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get the cheap pass. Trying to do me out of money. Swindle me, bros. They're trying to swindle me. There you go. A bit of that. Right, let's go get the mop and see what we can do. Is it a broom? Is it a mop? Nobody knows. I think it's a broom. Can we clean these? Oh, they really bother me, them ducks. There you go. Clean. I cleaned her on the way down. Oh, hang on. Can I do one pair of hands? Is this a joke? What their problem is? Hang on, she's coming over. Coming over? No. Oh, she is. Do better next time. What's the matter with my sausage? What have I done wrong? Am I supposed to put fucking ketchup on it or something? I've been struggling to get into gaming. Even Forza Horizon 6 isn't keeping me playing. Oh, I don't know what to say about that, bro. I mean, you might just be on burnout. Yeah, I mean, Forza 6 is something I'm looking forward to. Unfortunately, I don't have the cash to buy it, but we're doing racing. We have Racing Shanus as well, right? So we do racing for 2 months in about 2 weeks' time, and that was going to be my headlining game. So if you're saying it didn't hold your attention, then I'm in trouble. Because I was looking forward to that one. Okay, the hot dog stand needs staff because I don't know what I'm doing with the hot dogs. Nobody's happy. Alright, 6. Go for senior. Do you know what it is as well? I think a lot of people listen to a lot of influencers, YouTubers, reviewers talking about what's hot and what's not. And I've always been of the opinion that I'll make my own decision with it, because unless you play it, it's how you feel when you're playing it, right? So, what happened there? The fucking idiot, that one. Hang on, bear with. Slide pass. Many people in as possible. I need that cashish. There you go. Yeah, I'm of the opinion if a game is fun and you feel like you're having fun, then it doesn't matter whether it costs $5 or $50 or $100. It's just the entertainment. It's like, you know, bang per buck is a thing I do, but like, I feel like it doesn't matter how much you pay as long as it's for you. And there are some games out there that I detest that other people like. Like a lot of people are playing the new Resident Evil. But to me, that girl in that and the storyline on her side of things, you could tell that game was designed to be woke prior to it coming out. Then they just threw Leon in, right? They threw him in and said, how do we improve it? Let's give them a bunch of weapons and let them go ham. Well, yeah, that's cool. Leon bits I would enjoy, but the girl in it seems a bit insufferable to me. So I didn't buy it. I'm not playing it. I'm not promoting it. But Victoria's being made, and Victoria really does tickle my wickle. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be playing that because they're remaking, you know, Resident Evil from the Dreamcast, which I had originally. So I've got that investment, you know. And that might not be everybody's story, but it's my story to that, you know. And there'll be some people that tally up with it, and there'll be some people that don't. So not liking Forza 6 is completely fine, you know. I've never actually played a Forza at this point in my life at all. Other than around a friend's house on an Xbox, but I've never actually sat down and played it myself. So I've got no opinion of Forza whatsoever, other than is it value for money and is it going to be fun? That's all I'm looking for. And when I do these game reviews, I do it from a place where I love gaming, and a lot of people are there with me loving gaming, but not everything is to be loved. There is some shiz out there, and sometimes it's sugar-coated by media and people to be more than it is. And when people buy it, they realise in a couple of months, they ain't playing it no more. You know, I've seen games drop off so hard that they're not even worth mentioning in the first place because they disappeared. You know, 2 months later, people are not talking about those games. It's, I think, what you would pick up in your spare time. So during the day, when you've got 3 days to yourself and you think, oh, I fancy gaming, what do you play? Like, what is your go-to game? And I'm asking a question. Anyone in the chat, what is your go-to game when you're off work, off family duties, just chilling? What is it that you actually play? Because what you play is really the gold, right? That's really your type of game, whatever it be. It could be a football game. It could be, why are these people drowning? Why am I drowning? What happened to me? Dude, am I supposed to, like, what are you doing? Am I supposed to get her out of there? What's happening? Why is there rubbish in here now? Get out of my pool. What in the world? What are you doing? What am I doing? Okay, the end of the day was absolutely atrocious. I think it's this, like, get out. You saved me. So you have to push him. I pushed it so hard. Oh. Okay, I think I'm supposed to mop these wet patches up before they fall and break their necks. Do we have a mop? Oh, look. I think it's this. I can't get it, though, because the research table's in the way. Is it that net? Oh, I don't know if it is or not. I think I'm supposed to net them out of the pool. Okay, then they've left me 2 bags of shears, which is nice of them. But I need 3 slot. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll requires a trash bag. Right, and then throw that in there. Requires trash bag. I think I need a personal trash bag to go around and pick those up. Okay, it's getting complicated now. What's this? First aid. Okay. I can jab people with a first aid. Okay, brilliant. This game is so random right now. Alright, let's go to build menu and let's see what we can build. I think you need to buy ketchup and mustard for the hot dogs. That is probably a wise guess there from Bubs. You're supposed to keep it clean and repair all of the stuff. That's correct as well. Okay, what can we do? So we've got a new thing here. I don't know what it is, but we'll plonk it. We've also got slide, miscellaneous. We now have another stand that's going to need maintenance. Do you know what? This is bothering me. Anything that doesn't take maintenance, I would probably put down first. Anything that's going to cost me time and effort, I'm not really that interested in, if you know what I mean. Okay, we've got canopy there. We'll put that there. And then we've also got props, which is nice. Props. What's this one? It's like a green. Does that go over the hot dog stand now? It's like camouflage, isn't it? You can camouflage things. Right click to cancel. We've got some nice night lights. I like those. Again, I don't want to spend all of my cash. Okay, good. Let's go build those. They don't just spawn. What in the world? Oh, rubber rings. Okay, so they're just going to get put everywhere at the end of the day. I've just made myself more mess. So we've got the lemonade stand, we've got the canopy, and we've now got the night light. Now we need to build the bin or trash can from the States. It says something about trash bin. I don't know what that means. We need a bin bag. I don't know if we built that yet. Basic pool upgrade. What else we got? Maintenance. I need staff. That's what I need. I need to employ people. Let's have a little look-see. Tablet. Tab. Okay, so now we can do hire. Unlock the first staff job in the research tree. Okay. Staff job in the research tree. Tip access, basic slides, park, maintenance, basic toilet. I can't see staff. Oh, it's over here. Modern toilet. So a janitor. Maintenance decoration. So we have to do this one. Bigger trash cans. Then onto the maintenance decoration. Then we can build a janitor. That's just level 2. How many levels are there? There's a lot of game here for a 10. I'm not even going to lie. And I'm not even going to attempt to delve into it. This game, for its visual quality, you know, it's got some crazy ass ragdoll. And it's got some mental systems. But it's going to keep you busy. You're going to be tidying up. You're going to be fixing things. You're going to be cleaning things. You're going to be keeping these fools happy. You're going to be serving other people. You're going to have staff members that you're then going to have to keep happy and fed probably. And at least paid, right? And then you've got like this little poop up here, which is how crappy my swimming pool. Is that swimming pool? Yeah, swimming resort is. That's good. You know, you've got to clean up, you've got to keep it tidy. There's so much going on here. And again, everything can be upgraded later. So your toilets go from rusty and crusty to some like lavish ones. You can upgrade the size of your pool and start combining them. You can get better slides, better attractions, and start building the park. And then I'm assuming you buy a bigger park, right? The next step is to buy another park that's bigger and level up your game. And this one just sort of maybe makes you money in the background, or you just trash it and make money off the new one. But either way, this game bangs, right? This game bangs for a tenner, it bangs for fun, and it bangs for reliability. This thing's running on Linux with no help whatsoever. It'll run on Windows, of course, out the box, and it'll run on the Steam Deck with controller support. So you can play it on absolutely anything, and I'm running this maxed out. You can run this a little bit higher with TAA, or on your nan's potato, and it will just play, right? Low settings on this game. For instance, if we go in, just to prove a point, if we go down to preset as low, and then we just hit back. Do you know what? It done that on the fly without crashing, without slowing down or anything. So this is the lowest settings. Let's bring up the hammer now. So the hammer kind of goes like a musty color rather than having all the reflections on it. And you can see the trees have taken a hit. The trees are not as don't have as much fidelity and clarity as they once did, but they're not half bad. And you could run this like on the low end system, and on a Steam Deck you're probably not even going to notice the difference. So between that and then the highest setting, bit of shadows, better looking trees, maybe a little bit of extra textures here and there, and reflections. Other than that, the game's pretty much the same thing, right? Run at 120 frames all day long. I really rate this game. I think this is a wish list. I think this is another playthrough. I would like to play this game in my spare time. It's not, of course, anything really to shout about, but it is a very nice little game. And if you've got kids or you want to get the family involved in, like, you know, talk them through it as they play, This could get you closer to your kids. You could have a nice family weekend with this one. Give the missus a controller, let her play, you know, get the whole, you know, get the grandparents around, get the whole family involved. I think it's one of those. So I'm not going to score it because the game, the game is officially out. This one's out. Okay, so this game's officially out. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 just for bang per buck. It's $10. There's a lot of replayability. There's a lot of playability, hell of a lot of fun. And it's actually really good looking for what it is. It doesn't really offend me in any way, shape or form, you know. Even the jank ragdoll doesn't, it just adds to the fun. I can see why they haven't fixed it. So for me, 4 out of 5, guaranteed fun for $10. And on a sale, you're talking $5, right? $5, $6. It's a steal. It's a deal. It's sale of the fucking century. That being said, thank you for joining me today. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye. There you go. Right, so we have got 2 more games to do. They are, like I say, survival loot shooter type games. And we'll see how we get on with those. I've just downloaded like a bunch out of the NextFest. So this one's called Nuclear Epoch, which I have no idea what it is. But it looked interesting, and that was the main thing. Anything that's going to look interesting, it has crafting elements, and it's set in a survival world. We'll see how we get on. I love the way that you're getting a picture as quick as me. I haven't changed one of these today. Nuclear Epoch. I will obviously click it on to make sure. Cool beans. Right, I'm going to stop the recording. Give me 2 seconds to restart that, and then we'll jump into an intro. Oh. Dry throat. So hot in the UK at the minute. I don't know where you guys are from. My light's gone funny on my shoulder there. Do you see that? Because the game's a different colour from what we were playing a minute ago, which was bright. Just bear with, I can fix that in 2 secs. It probably needs less. There you go. A little bit more on my side. That's a better. Right. Steam page up. Yeah, I don't know what countries you guys are from, but it's sweltering in the UK right now. I'm just blowing hot air around my room, essentially. Hopefully I don't pass out on stream. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Nuclear Epoch is a brand new game in the NextFest that we're taking a look at. This is about the 4th one we tested today, and it's a 5-parter. So I'm getting through them thick and fast, trying to do them quick as possible. And because it's NextFest, I felt like a banger of a session needed to be done for so many good games coming out, and just really checking them out and seeing what is on offer for you guys for the future in the next 6 months to a year, and what the gaming industry has on offer for you guys. So we're going to be looking at them, rating them, critiquing them, and seeing if they're any good. So Nuclear Epoch is the one that we are checking out right now. I hope you enjoy your time with us. Your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with us. And I will just jump into it because I'm running out of breath. So let's just jump in. Right. Okay. So this is by Cat Play Studios. It's Nuclear Epoch. It's an open world survival mixing base building and extraction shooting. Explore with friends, raid dangerous instances for loot, and death means losing absolutely everything. I'm not a lover of that, but in done right, I do like it. Like in some games, I do like it. Craft weapons, fully customizable stats, and it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland, as you can see from the screenshot. This looks like it could be a win. If they've done it right, it will be good. Single player, co-op, Steam achievements, Steam Cloud saving, and of course controller support, and this running on Linux right now. So that means you'll have Steam Deck support at some point. Okay, that being said, that's it. So all the info I have. Okay, jumping into character creation. Oh, I've got to drink more. I've been going so fast today. Fluids. Get fluids in me. Right, character creation. Let's have a look. So we have a choice of 4 different faces, all of which are completely dog shit. I'm going to go with him. We got, what, 6 different hairstyles. I'm obviously going to go with Rambo. And we'll make him pink-haired. Wow, okay, so we've got Whitey White. I've never seen Whitey White in a character selection screen, funny enough. This is the first time. I've never seen just right out bright white. I mean, how bright white can you be? I would say that's more natural there. A little bit of peach in his skin tone now. We've got different outfits. Not actually bad. This would be the one I would rock, probably. We've got blue jeans. There you go. Blue jeans and a pair of boots. It's like they've seen me. They've met me somewhere. If I change his hair brown. Well, they got dark brown. Dark brown. Yeah, pretty much. You see me on a winter's day. That's how I'm rocking it. Okay, let's go with pink hair. Because, you know, I like it. Okay, it was a choice of 5 saves there, unless I was mistaken. We are in really quick. The loading time was almost instant. And for graphical fidelity like this, which I haven't checked, by the way, let's have a look. There's a suicide button. Okay, that means you're going to get stuck at some point. It means they haven't optimized the gameplay. Quests, Steam inventory, which I'm assuming is for mods. I'm not really sure what that is. That could be for mods. Settings wise, let's have a look what we got. So we've got 60 frames, TA, we're rendering our own frames. That is good. Let's see if they've put on DLSS and the other bullshittery for us. It doesn't seem like they have. Very high settings across the board. Global illumination is actually off. Oh, okay. Let me see if it makes any difference if I turn that on. Kind of gives it a little bit of fidelity there, but I think we're still good on the live stream. If it does lag, let me know, because these games, when they're unoptimized, can mess with the camera and the timing. So we have TSR, which we can go to, which is obviously a little bit more friendly. What are these ones? Render scale, camera shake. We don't want that too high. Graphics preset is high. Maybe that global was off because a lot of people don't F with it, right? So DLSS is available if you have an NVIDIA card. I don't. So FSR is my only option. So they don't have that. Okay, cool. Let's check the sound settings real quick. Yeah, pretty much good. Okay, out the gate, this is set up ready to go. I love that. That means people have been listening. Okay, so we've got sort of wet surface there. It does actually look wet. Plus we've got some sort of light from here reflecting off of the wet surface. Look, that's very, very crisp. I think they're starting to learn how to use Unreal 5 as a whole. Either that or they've just improved Unreal 5 enough for people to get on with it. Trying to double jumper over that, but it says space and control. Space and control. What? Okay, that's awful. That's a really bad mechanic. Why is that not auto? So basically what you're doing, if I can show you my legs, is you can't double jump and you can't jump it. But you press control and you'll see he lifts his legs. There you go. One. You see he lifts his knees up. So now you can jump it. That shit. Whoever thought that was a good idea to expand basic game design. Do you know what I mean? I've got a good idea. We ain't seen that yet. Shut up. That's ridiculous. Nobody wants to do that. What a crap idea that is. Either make that auto or just take it out. That's ridiculous. It'd be better to make that auto because you've already made the ledges in the game now going to be too high. So I'm going to have to use control. Imagine being chased and shot at and you've got to do that shit to jump 2 or 3 surfaces to get on a roof or something. That sucks. Now we've got space. Space is fine, you know. It's basically just dash, right? Now we've got to do shift and space. There you go. Boom. So far, so good. Okay, we've got Whammons. Ugly Whammons number 1. And Ugly Whammons number 2. And she's miserable. She's dying. The only voice acting was... want to ask you something else. I want to ask you something else. So every time you click on one, that's the only response. And then goodbye. Why is there flies? Why am I hearing flies? Is it me? Do I stink? That. I don't know why that's so loud. Even from here. There's no bin here. It's all the way over there. And I can hear flies that loud. Okay, pick up. Chick-ching, chick-ching. Okay, we've got stuff. We've got things. We don't know what any of it does, but we've got things. Nice. What we got here? Oh, we got a knife. V for the knife. Yes, okay. I picked up killer bees, whatever that is. I think that's a body armor. I don't think that was labeled properly. Killer bee is a gun now. Okay, cool. We have a weapon. Is that a Glock? Ooh, okay. It's like one of them John Wick new ones. What's that? What's with the sound effects in this game? Why is my... It sounds like it's broken into 100 pieces inside. Like the bullets are just rattling around. Okay. Sounds nice, bros. Get some. Yeah. Okay. I'm down with that. What is that? What in the world? I mean, it doesn't work. Ooh. Do you know what? Visually, this game bangs. But sound effects and implementation are a little bit off. But mechanically, it is running sound as a pound. So far. Get some. Love the smoke effects. Hell yeah, it feels impactful. I don't know what the glass crack. Again, why put that in there? I'm getting clay. A lot of clay. I love the way the pieces go like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of games that use that, and it is always effective. The way they disappear. To save on pixel count on the screen, by the way. So if you're running something like a 3060 or a 5060, then you're going to be able to sort of run this on an 8 gig RAM, right? So you want this to happen. You want it to disappear over time. Okay, can I break that box? What is this? Why would you do like that? It looks like spider webs. It's essentially a glass breaking pattern that they've recycled to let you know you've hit that object. Now, to me, I don't think this game needs it. Like, what are you doing? You've got the sound effects, you've got smoke, you've got particles. You don't really need that glass breaking effect to tell me I hit it. I don't know. Maybe people disagree, but it's a bit dumb in my opinion. I'm just going to go around and see if I can... Look, it does it on now. Why? Get rid of that. Right, how do we get in and drop? So it says, use your medical to heal. Okay, so we probably need to go in here. This is nice. This is nice. Right click, use. Jab. Hell yeah. Now what? That wasn't the right one? Crystal explosive. Okay, I'll jam myself with an explosive. I don't think that's wise. It says I've apparently got a heal somewhere. Maybe it's talking about bandage. It's not the best bandage use I've ever seen, but it works. I like the ones that actually have the thing wrapping around your arm, and then when you pull it off, it disappears. Do you know what I mean? That feels a little bit more... I don't know, like they took their time with it. Use medical table to heal. Medical table? This woman. Is this a safe place? Is it the safe space? I mean, the way they react to you when you talk to them, I think this is a hostile work environment here. Right, what else we got? Ba-da-bum. Enter the instance to collect resources. I mean, it's got a sense of humor, I guess. If you're going to have a portal, why not have it in the loo? Wow, okay, we just dropped from the sky. I have no idea what is going on. Whoa. Okay, I like the way the battle music came in. That thing reacted pretty good to me. We can gather resources from it. Exactly what I want to do. Scorpions, though. Weird choice. Weird choice in enemies. There it is, look. So 4, 5. 31 in a headshot. Do you know what? The fact that it's got just that attention to detail where you get a little bit more damage on a headshot, I respect it. Myself a singlet. Why is there a pirate chest? What? Fucking pirate chest. Do you know what I mean though? When I say about sprinkles and sparkles in games, this kind of feels like a mobile game layout. And it sounds like one as well when you open the chest. But it's so much better than not having anything. Okay, we can't pick up the ingots. Well, I'm damn sure going to replace something crusty than the ingots, like stone and clay. There you go. Now, I'm sure the music in the background is not copyright free, but it's good music. It fits the game. Right, wood planks, logs. I don't know if any of this is worthy of us, whether we want to be using this. But I just assume stone is crusty, right? Iron ore is better and copper is fine. Flamestone sounds awesome. I want that. I want the ingot. Get rid of the woods. Ingot away. So do we have a crafting system? We've got equipped, we've got pockets, we've got backpack. Collect resources and find evacuation points. So there's real no task to this other than get out alive. Yeah, can't take that either. So we need loot, right? Essentially some way to loot drop. So we need to put our stuff in some sort of locker or chest. What? There is so many funky noises in this game. Bare woods. Bare wood. I'm coming back for that wood. Okay, in we go. Evacuation. Nothing's chasing us. Yeah, why not? Why not? Game's random. I don't know if it's random because they're purchasing the resources and just plonking them in. But as far as optimization goes, this game runs really well. That's all I'm going to say. It could be one to watch because the guns are nicely modeled. Whether they're modeled by the team that are actually developing the game, who knows? So we're now back at base in a quick teleportation. Let's see if we can drop our loot off. Pick up log, pick up... Oh, okay, we've got some resources there. What should I do next? Use the building hammer. Okay, how do I get that? B? No, that's rate of fire for some reason. Building hammer. G. Okay, we get the building hammer, which looks like something from Overwatch. And then it says enter build mode with G and then press R to build. Structures, roofs, furniture, products, outdoors. So we need stone, which I threw away, and we also need logs, which I threw away. So maybe we can... Again, we need some sort of chest. I don't want to lose my loot. So if I go and put this ore here, which I appreciate, by the way, that the fact that this can actually be done. And then we can go and pick up maybe these resources here. There we go. We'll press R. We'll build this big, huge, humongous thing. Okay, and then we're going to come out of build mode, crack our knuckles, because we're hard, right? Inspect the bus, which doesn't work at the moment. I mean, I could fill this bus with a load of loot, even if it's got no purpose other than some sort of, like, home base. It's just going to teleport me mid-conversation. Okay. Random as all hell. This game has no real theme. It doesn't know what... I mean, where am I now? Dinosaur Land. I mean, a game with no rules could be fun, though. Think about it. The mentalness they could provide on a co-op playthrough. You know, you gather and loot. Okay, this looks like it's really the main core of the game here. This is the meat and 2 veg. So we've got some decent looking rocks. Nothing too special. I've seen that before. What in the world? Why is the ambient noises so loud? So this is the crust of the game, is it? You see them shadows? Look, you can see it here. I'm hoping it comes across on stream as well. Like, as I move forwards, you can see the grass being generated. You know, see? With the shadows. And it looks quite good when you're here. But if you get anywhere away from it, it just disappears. So there is some glaring issues. You can see in the background, we've got this blue line for no reason whatsoever. I'm assuming that's like a barrier where we can't leave. But again, we'll see. Let's check a map. Massive map. No wonder the grass doesn't hold the shadows. What in the actual world? Do we have a massive, like, almost country-sized map? A small country, but a country. Welcome to the oasis. There seems to be some stone on the grounds. Try collecting them. There are many trees growing in the oasis, so some of them can be chopped down and gather some wood. Again, really good ideas borrowed from other games that just works. I enjoy this. I collect stones and cut trees, fight baddies, collect stuff, build stuff. I like all of that, which is why I picked this game. But I weren't expecting it to be so hit and miss in so... It's not even like it's bad. It's just... I don't really know what to categorize this game as. It's so random. It's like a mishmash of ideas. If you had like 10 people in a room around a table, the horse would have been designed as a camel, right? You heard that saying? So I think that's what's happened. This game had a clear idea of what it wanted to be, and then maybe too many people put their 2 pence in there, or they're just buying resources and plonking them in, and they can't really find a theme where somebody's constantly making enough resources to build you a game, right? So they're just throwing loads of random assets in there. I don't know which, but it seems to be okay. I can kind of live with it at the minute. It's not slop because it's not broken. It's not running like shit. It doesn't look like arse. It's not giving me any issues or problems. So yeah, with a bit of development, I think, you know, maybe another 6 years, you could have had something really special here. I do like auto gather. Press F and it just auto gathers. Okay, we've got some stone. We don't need no more stone. Let's try and chop a tree. That is the weirdest chopping animation I've ever seen. Okay. That needs a few more special effects or something. Where did the tree go? And now it wants me to leave. Head to the fluorescent lake. You know what? They've got auto craft, but they've not got auto run. Let me check out the controls real quick. Settings. Let's see how we're doing for time as well. Oh, okay, we're doing really good for time. That's funny as fuck. Hang on, what's this? The delay. Okay, there's delay on my food shop later. Settings, controls. Forgot what I was doing. There we go. Well, it seems like they've got customizable controls for everything. They do have toggle fire rate, look. So they understand what toggle is. They also have vibration for controllers there, which I'm going to try out for sure. They have lean left, lean right. They've got sprint, but no, again, you need to add toggles into this unless... Yeah, so this one's hold, look. So aim is hold or toggle. They need to do that for these as well. I don't know why they wouldn't. Surely that is what this bar is. But it's only for that one thing. Okay, so they probably haven't added it in yet, or maybe there's a glitch where my button's only working on this one in particular. But it seems like that's the only one they're letting you toggle. Now, toggle sprint, toggle crouch. What else do we like? Toggle lean. These are things that we should be able to pick. But yeah, everything else is pretty sweet. So I just have to hold. You know, it's an inconvenience. It feels almost like a dated game mechanic now because so many games have toggle this and toggle that. And we play a lot of Stalker that has toggle, which I'm kind of getting used to playing those games now. So for me, it does feel out of place that this game doesn't have that as standard, especially with all of the sort of improvements that it is doing. Okay, we're in the lake. Now what? Build a workbench in the lake. Next to this dodgy looking fellow. Okay, build a workbench. Trying to remember the buttons. It's not telling me the buttons anymore. G. Build menu was R. There you go. Build a workbench. Production. Workbench. I would, but it doesn't fit in the water. Can we lower it? Aspect with L. Toggle snap in B. Okay, that doesn't work. Snapping doesn't work. Switch position, horizontal offset. So that would be control. That's left and right, as you can see. And then shift is vertical. This is madness. Why would you... It's great in a way, but why would you do that? Ba-ding. I think once you build something, it should automatically disappear, like cancel, instead of me having to press cancel. So we've got demolish, we've got repair. So if we put this weapon away, we should be able to interact with this now. And it wants me to craft wooden planks. Just by holding the bar, okay. It's pretty nicely done. I'd like some animation to it, but whatever. Now it says make some stone bricks. Yeah, it would be nice if you could see some hand movements, you know, actually doing something. The hell? What happened there? Build Institute of Czech Technology. See, that had just taken the piss. We went from a bench to an Institute of Technology. Okay, B really needs to be build. I don't know why you put it on G like every other game. B is build, right? Come on now. And R is reload. Like, why is that now this menu? Okay, I need bricks. Breathe. Okay, we're going to take these out. Just drop them. Bricks, bricks, bricks. There we go. Stone brick. And I think there's one down here. Wow. They really did go extra. Look at the size of this place. It's so fun. You know what? It's fun. I don't care. It's fun. It's mental. It's a little bit strange. But yeah, it does the job. I don't know if I'd play it full time. I don't know if it'd be anything that really I would take serious. But for a couple of YouTube content videos, hell yes. All day long. I'm sure it's got some... Ooh, an shot in the chest. Build a bus stop. Again, B. Is that a bus stop or is that just like... It's a trailer park home is what that is. Okay, this one's not happy to be plonked now. Oh. So now it's underwater. Now it's flooded. Temple. Okay, so the bus stop is essentially a teleportation station. I would have called it that. Put a big antenna or satellite dish on the roof of it and you are gold for teleportation. Okay, now we're in some Aztec cave. Which I'm not going to complain about because it does keep it fresh. Okay, now we've got a blue knife, which we already have. Some more ammo. And we've got another pistol. Everything I've already got. Okay, we can walk through pots, which then give us resources. Someone said read the switch chat. Hang on. Ah, there we go. The splash noise sounds filth. I'm sure it does. Yeah. Whoa. I'm running. I'm running. Headshot. Do you know what? They're getting really good at the reaction to things. You know, we played a couple games now on NextFest where they have a gun as your sort of main weapon. And when the AI enemies react to that gun in certain ways, pretty good. Like, they're getting pretty good at it. What in the world is this? Oh, it's one of them. Just looked weird because it was below me. Whoa, nice dodge move. Did you see that? Like the top stair stops you moving forward. It's a bit strange. Especially when you got, like, if you want to make a big jump like this, you've got to lift your feet as well. That is the worst mechanic that has been tried in any video game that is based around a looter shooter. That's such a stupid mechanic. Pick up clay, no thank you. I do like it. I think you're going to go in, you're going to grab a load of resources. That looks like a spiked wall, but I'm just going to risk it. Yeah, you're going to go in, you're going to get a bunch of resources, and you're going to build up your home base. And I think that's the selling point, right? You're going to build up the home base with the resources that you can just get from your build menu. Some of them are very strange. But yeah, it has like a fun attitude. Bomb. In the face. Jump move. Ooh. What is that? Hey. Apparently they can fire arrows completely through rocks. Hello, I'm on a drive home. I'm on Discord. Add me now and I won't miss the next stream. Discord links, just do !mark Discord and you'll get a Discord link. Okay, sweet. That's it, get wrecked. Not one Discord, !mark. Bubs, you should know better. Okay, well, we got a granola bar. Okay, I had an animation to it, so I'm not mad. I haven't got any storage, though, for these things. Do we need any? Maybe these? Transfer all. Ooh, fine repair kit. That seems like it's expensive. Let's get rid of the wood. Wood's easily, you can come by that anywhere. I do want a repair kit. Okay, so far so good. There's one in fire rocks, that. I'll have that. Morning. Okay, someone just spat at me as well. The lean does work. Again, if it was on a toggle, it'd be a lot more useful to me. Why did that explode? Something I did notice there, we've got reload when once looking down the sight. That hands in this game are pretty good. I'm not even going to lie. Oh, shit. I iced myself. That's cool. That's a nice effect around the screen now. Like I say, they're doing some things really right. And then there's just some really weird design choices in this game, but not that I care about. He looks exactly like the other archers, so he might have took a bullet in the face had I not been paying attention. Right, although in the end, they still become part of this place. So everybody who dies ends up in this place. Bring Armid to the nameless one. So Armid is some sort of resource. I want to dress a bit more decently. Okay, self-aware. They're self-aware. They copied and pasted that, and that's fine. Cool beans. So we now need to dress smart. So if we go in here, tablet was tab, wasn't it? It's not working now. Player screen, no. So we need to find a resource to give him. Is there something you can help me with? I'll activate paid extraction point. Let me see what you've got. Ooh, okay, merchant. Yeah, we ain't got any money for any of this, but the axe looks kind of useful instead of the silly knife that has no range whatsoever, which is that. It's not like awful, but the axe is going to be so much better, especially if it's a throwable one as well. It looks like one. All right, let's move deeper into the deck. We have some bandages and we've got some food, some water. We should be good. Okay, we're getting all sorts of ammo there. We don't need any of it, so I'm going to leave it be. Oh, okay, just spawn out of nowhere. No grenades in the game yet. Boys, I don't think I hit a single shot. I've been poisoned. It spooked me. Oh, missed it. That's right, seasoned stalker player here, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, they ain't hitting me for shiz. Oh yeah, people throwing pots. Okay, we'll eat those. Oh no, we can't. The flowers. Oh, there's the axe. Look, we can't afford it, but we get one for free. So why not? Meh, 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 meh. So we can't carry these things. Female young bear. What in the world? Okay. Yeah, I broke it. I shot it. What? Oh, I'm trying to work things out here. Okay, I need that female thingy, so we're going to dash that. We'll take that. We'll see what it is. Dismantle. I guess we sell it. It's a female bear. We'll take the handgun ammo. I'm going to heal up as soon as I get an opportunity. Oh, okay, we've got archers. Man down. Can we loot them? No. Okay. So if they're going to drop anything, they're just going to literally spawn it on the floor like this. Now, apparently, if you die, you do lose all of your loot. It's one of those. So I think increasing the loot backpack size would be probably your first and major thing you want to do, if possible. I haven't seen an option for it yet, but I feel like this game will have it. So if we can get far enough into it to have a look, we'll do that. Ooh. You see how much fun you can have with just a handgun in any game. As long as you're shooting shit, you're good. Wow, okay. Is that burn effect on them? It is. They just died. Ooh. Do you know what the sound effects sound like? It's like a fruit machine. It's like when you get a win or a triple on a fruit machine. Every time I kill something, I get put down. Like, yes. Like in the hype. They went for the headshots. Paid off. Never gets old, you know. Going around and just looting shears. What's the difference between a recon backpack? Where does that go? Ooh, you beasts. Hang on. I can't use that. Oh shit, wrong button. Okay, we are going Rambo out here, boys. Get some attention. Current weapon has been upgraded. No upgrade kit needed, no nothing, just, yeah. There's the extraction. They try to jump me, that. Not today. I think I've got one sneaking. There you go. Okay, we've got a new style wood there, poison wood. Oh, maybe make some poison arrows or something out of that. That's who we heard. Now I'm going to break them pots. Now I don't want to extract just yet, I want to search some things. This is the best bit about this game, like not extracting and going a little bit deeper. We've got lava, we've also got a chest. Which is ammo, I think. There you go. And we need to heal. Forgot we had dash. Never used it. Open. Okay, we need handgun ammo. So carrying 2 handguns seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? Let's drop one. Hang on, was that the upgraded one? How do we know? Level 2. What's this one here? God's sake. This one. Level 3. So we need to drop the level 2 gun. And this one as well. Okay, I was carrying 3 guns. This one can't be equipped. Recon backpack. Okay. Oh, oh. Okay, let's go further this way and see what we can see. We took out most of the enemies anyway. More handgun ammo, always good. Oh, I should really heal. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, we're going to be switching to our last NextFest game in a moment. It's a smaller, easier, bite-sized game, but of the same genre. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Doesn't matter about ammo, I've got plenty. Hello, Whammons. Let me deal with you in a minute. Ooh. Destructible environments. I want to shoot some more stuff. Maybe it's just that one pillar. Yeah, I think that's going to keep us safe for a minute. Ooh, shiny things. Got myself a thunder pearl. Drop a stone, we don't need that. Shit. One in the back and the front. Luckily, he was too high to hit me from that distance. I think the radius of opening things could be increased. You can't combine repair kits either, so we're going to have to leave that one. The inventory's nice though, easily managed, you know, feels solid. Everything in this game feels solid. Like the gameplay itself plays really nice. I don't worry about the gun not hitting its target. I don't worry about not being able to do a jump or dodge a, you know, a certain thing. Everything's pretty solid. It's just like I say, it's so random. Okay, we've got a purple backpack now, so let's take this out. Can we just equip that? Oh, yeah, we can, boys. Is that everything out of there as well? I think it's empty now because like you can't open it. So now we've got an extra 4, call it 5 because obviously the backpack has gone as well. We'll take the recon back and we'll take the silver coin and the thunder fertilizer for whatever reason. I have no idea, but if it's purple, it's probably worth taking. Even if you're just going to flog it, you'll get at least the asking price of anything that's green or blue, you know. So purple's pretty good for sales. Hello. Don't mind the environment here. Well, I will, because everything hates me and wants to kill me. Okay, we accepted the quest. Arms trade.
Ah.
Okay. Why is this one Japanese? Is there something? Let's see what you've got. Okay, here we go. So we've got attachments for weapons. I didn't know this was a thing. And we've also got emergency protocol, which I think is a weapon. There's no inspect. There's no look at it, right? The game is called Nuclear Epoch. We've got a sight that could probably be fitted to the handgun. Everything's so expensive when you buy it. I think it's better just to find them. Because you do find stuff like pretty easy in this game. I'm trying to see my PDA, but PDA can only be viewed at home, I think. So how I see what the next thing is, I don't know. Let's extract, because I'm getting a little bit confused. There we go, extraction happening. Here we go. So the demo is available now for you guys if you want to go and check it out. It looks pretty good, solid. Running on Linux, which means it'll run on the deck. It has very good base on it. Do you know what I mean? They're building on top of a base that's solid, and I like that. And the problem with the game for me is it's just so freaking random. 1 minute you're in Aztec, next minute you're in dinosaur land, then you're in modern day, then you're in post-apocalyptic. They don't really know what the theme of the game is, if you know what I mean. So everything just kind of looks so bloody random. And I think it could be because of bought assets. I don't know. That's another thing. The environmentals are so loud. I don't know why. They just are. Okay, research technology. Let's go back in here. Let's start building a base now. Okay. Look for white rocks. Mining them will give you clay. Use Irene's. Is that Irene's? Research panel to do some smelting. Yeah, we get to get our smelting on. So with logs and stones, we can apparently build clay. And then we can unlock some smelting furnace we can build. So it's all going well. It's all going well. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. We're going to switch to our next game because I've got a bunch of these to get through. I hope you enjoyed this video so far. And if you are watching a rerun on YouTube, greatly appreciate. Hit the like button and leave me a comment. And let me know if you tried the game. If you did try the game, let me know your thoughts on it. Because I'm always looking to either back up an opinion or be challenged by something I said. But overall, I think this is a good one. This is one to watch out for because it's going to be a budget game. I think this is going to be $20 or less. And if it comes out at $10, it's a steal. It's a kill. It's deal of the fucking century. But other than that, I think if it's going to hit any higher than $20, it's going to fall flat because it's too random. It's just too random. It caters to no one by catering to everyone. So it's one of those. It's kind of just off. And I don't know what about it is off because mechanically it's sound, it's fun, it has replayability, and it's basically a roguelike, yeah? And I didn't die. The game's not too challenging. So therefore, you're not losing all your loot and getting frustrated with the game, which is good. We like that. We want to start off easy and then build up to that. And there's a lot of crafting options. Like this game has a lot to see and do. So I think if it comes out of 10, you know, if we're lucky, but 20 would be the sweet spot, this game would do very well, especially in a sale. So yeah, one to watch. Definitely check it out. This is why I brought it to you guys today. And if you want to see me play more of this, just hit me up with some likes and I'll definitely revisit this one. Right, let's jump on to our next one. So that being said, peace out, look after yourselves and look after your ma. Hey, right. I've been going thick and fast today. So we'll go back to menu and we'll fire up the next one. I will give you the title of the next one. We'll do a little intro and you guys can maybe check that one out. Let's have a little look. That was a win. I like that. That's in my wish list for sure. I could play that all day and make a 4-hour video out of that. No worries. Okay, this one's called Exile Protocol. It kind of looks a bit spooky. Like Resident Evil. It's gunplay. So if you like gunplay, stick around. It's by Top of VR. So it's planning to have VR compatibility. So hopefully it's not only VR, but we'll see. Let's get you guys a picture real quick. And there it is. Cool beans. Again, every game today has fired up on Linux Mint straight away. No effort whatsoever on my part. I've just clicked the game and boom, we're in. So this one does have a tall order to run. So we're just going to go in and turn off voice chat for sure. Everything else looks okay in the sound effect department. Visuals wise. Oh, okay. So we don't have any settings. So maybe we run it at high and see how we get on. If there's a delay on my voice, let me know. If it's slightly, you know, out, that's fine. But yeah. Okay, flashlight keybind. We'll do that. Because I don't want to lose my flashlight in a game that's this dark. Right, okay, let's bring up Steam. And we'll get a... There you go. Oh, I need to stop my recording real quick. Appreciate you hanging in there, guys. I'm going to make myself a drink as well. Hot as balls right now. Hot as balls. Stuffy as F. Oh. Right, okay. So Mistfall, like I say, the next date we do that is the big release, right? So those who came in looking for Mistfall, we tried to run the NextFest demo. It's been shut down. I was part of the early playtest. I've got a video for you guys coming out on the channel. So keep an eye on YouTube for that. My first impressions was not a good first impressions. I wasn't happy. So that would be worth you watching if you're considering whether you're on the fence about it. But I haven't played the release version yet, so that's, you know, something worth saying. Okay, so let's go here. Cool beans, right. Right guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Exile Protocol, a brand new FPS shooter with what looks to be gore and hellish things to find in narrow corridors. It's basically a co-op looter shooter, essentially, with some crafting, light crafting. It's set in a sci-fi heart-pounding setting. It's procedurally generated, and it basically features bunkers, so little passageways inside bunkers with doors and keys, things to unlock, you know, little tasks to do whilst being hunted by ghoulies and monsters-esque stuff. It says navigate deadly choices because the world and death is permanent. So permadeath, not really my cup of tea, but we'll see. Single player, co-op, Steam achievements, family sharing, controller support and deck support is to be discovered. So yeah, I think maybe this could be a win. It was one that caught my eye and I thought I'd bring it to the channel. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're watching on a rerun, definitely hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more new NextFest videos like this one. We're doing a part 2 next week, so we've got 5 other games that I'm going to pick randomly ready for part 2 next week. But that being said, let's just jump in. Right, hit play and away we go. Hopefully it doesn't crash my system or anything weird. It is early access. Okay, so it says select character multiplayer. So this, hang on, is this online only? Let's just jump into Steam. Exile Protocols is, no, it says single player, so I don't know why it's selected multiplayer there. That's really weird. And now I've clicked back, the game wasn't expecting me to do that and crashed. It's not crashed, it's just got no buttons. I love these. I love these with a passion. They're fucking so random. Okay, so what we need to do now is close it down. Okay, there's no close button on Steam. What are you talking about? Of course there is. There you go. You had to go into library to close that game. I'd be very careful with this one. It's going to be, you know, this is a bad start for this one. I'm going to check the store page and have a look. So the demo is available for you guys to try yourself. Maybe you won't have that glitch on your system. I've wishlisted it and I've followed this one, so I was actually quite keen. It does look like it's online only, which I'm not a fan of. Loading characters. I think there's supposed to be a character there, but it didn't load. Is it this? PJ? I think it is that. So I click PJ. There he is. Is that PJ in the dark? This game is dark. Like, this game is really, really dark. What are you doing, PJ? I'm a bit dubious of this, boys. It says dead. Why am I dead? I haven't even started. What's it talking about? I press back and it crashes. Okay, we've got to fix it. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to look at what's running it, because this is one that we haven't actually messed with. Okay, I see. So maybe this one would be better. Okay, we'll boot it again. So what I've essentially done here is just change the Proton in the back end for Linux. So rather than running through Catchy OS, it's now running a FSR4 version of Proton. Just to see if it makes any difference, you know. It could be the game. It's a bit weird that it's just sort of halted. Delete. Delete character. Let's try that. Character name, create character. Okay, so we'll just go Shanos and we'll hit go. Okay, there you go. I'm alive. There you go. I don't know why I started dead. I haven't played the game. So God knows. We're going to start a new session. Under session. And I'm curious if I go into the options whether voice chat has come back on. A lot of games are doing this real sneaky thing where you turn voice chat off and then when you reboot the game, all the settings have reset. Let's have a look. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, voice chat's back on. Do you see? This is what they're doing. So although you've turned it off and you definitely never want to use voice chat, I mean, any real gamer uses Discord, right? You want to chat over voice chat using a third party app with your friends privately. You're not going into lobbies with a load of 12-year-old knobbers to hear a load of abuse. That's just not happening for gamers, right? So why you would want your game to keep doing it? And not only is this game guilty of that, but AAAs and AA's, big budget studios seem to do, and you could say, well, it's early access, might be a glitch. It could be, but it seems very convenient that I would be able to choose to say that's probably done that, and it has. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we've got reload, we've got some sort of pod things. This fog looks awful, so let's have a look what's happening now. It's the highest setting it has. Let's change it to medium and go back, and it still looks shabby. So I think high is probably our best chance of success. It just has bad looking fog for some reason. Open. How do we activate that then? Switch weapons, settings, inventory. All right, so I have bullets and a gun and a vest, and that's it. Lockers for player storage. Okay, we have somewhere to store our stuff. This is what I was saying about that last game, right? There was no, when they started you off, they gave you no storage. So unless you have storage, what is the point in a looter shooter? You're going to come back, you're going to store your stuff, and you're going to go back out, find more stuff. And that's how you're going to be able to put stuff together and create other things and upgrade yourself. If you don't have storage, then you're already failing. So that last game, you got to be careful, because the storage in it was either going to be given to us late, and like it should be the first thing given to you because your backpack's so small. So I would have found a little bit of early frustration with that one. I could have gathered so many resources and built so many things during that video, but because there was no storage given to me, I wasn't able to. So this one has that, which is good. This just looks like a home base right now. We've even got community storage, so I can put things in there, you can put things in there, we can share items between us. It's really weird that the fog on the ground looks so, I don't know, 2010. Okay, interact. It's got some floor terminal. Oh, is it a lift? Okay. What is this here? Game information. Dude, okay, that sign was see-through and it was backwards on the other side. Why wouldn't you just reprint that way, but with a, you know, non-transparent backing? Player storage saves between. Talking will increase the noise level. So if you talk in the game with your own voice, it's going to alert the enemies. That's a nice little touch. Yeah, that's a nice little touch, that one. Community storage does not save between runs. Good to know. Red crates contain armor. White crates will contain consumables. And knife and melee can only be used by unequipping your gun. That's all right if you've got like a samurai sword or something, but... Okay, this doesn't really tell me anything. Floor terminal. This game has very little direction. PvP area. Shop. Shooting range. Does it give us all the guns? What is the point in having a shooting range, or I'm going to use my own ammo? Oh, it doesn't count. Okay, so when we shoot, we get a really bad cloud of dust. Like, that's not nice. But the gun looks okay. You know, it's recoiling nice. It's quite slow. That's the fastest I can click. And there's no auto fire, of course. And we can't seem to reload because we're not using any ammo. So we don't even get to look at that animation. This one's a little bit off. It's kind of slow. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing at the beginning of the game. Like, I thought the other game was bad because it didn't have a tutorial. This one doesn't even have any way of pointing you in the right direction. I'm assuming it's this. But then it does this, and you're like, well, what? Nearby. What does that even mean? Surely you would just go in the lift and then press a button. There is something seriously going on here. I can press that through the wall. Oh, and it works. I think the game's too dark. I think the game is way too dark. Do we have a light? Where's torch? I think that might have been an issue, just that it's too dark. My screens have perfect color. I edit on Photoshop with the color correction tools. Now I have a torch. Yes. Early access. Okay, now we have a torch and it auto comes on. That's fair. Oh, okay. We're already... This is dark. This game is so dark right now. Let's see if we can cheese it. That is ridiculous. There's no brightness setting. What are you talking? Okay. I'm not adjusting my whole monitor for this game. Like, I get its atmosphere, right? Ooh. Oh, this game's so slow. Oh, this game is so fucking retarded. Oh. It's one of them. It's built by veggies. See, my problem is I'm not vegetarian, but I don't eat veggies, right? I don't mess with veggies. I don't like talking to veggies. If you're a vegetable brain, that's on you, bros. This is ridiculous. Like 2 clips and that thing never went down. You are back to extract with your character and you will lose all of your stuff. Okay, cool. We knew that was the thing. We didn't gain anything. We didn't even get to pick anything up. So now if I go play, is that now character dead, yeah? So then you have to delete that character. In a game that's not fun, you want people to play enough to have a character worth even having. Oh, vegetables. Designing games, this is. Right. I'm going to try one more time to have fun and run. That's ridiculous. Oh. I knew we were going to hit one. If I'm playing 5 games, you can guarantee every time 5 brand new games, one of them's going to stink. One of them is going to stink. This is the stinker of the group. This one's got whiffy banter written all over it. Like, why does it even bring up that screen just to tell me extraction started? Just have extraction started. Shut the frickin' doors. I could pick this game to bits already. Like, the anti-aliasing sucks in this game. I'm getting wobbly lines all over the place and I'm running it on their setting of high. Ah, it's going to be a ramp one. And I know what people say, well, so the accents, they couldn't get better. They don't know. They don't. Most people don't even bother trying to improve. Right, procedurally generated could have been the problem there because maybe we won't get attacked so quick. Let's have a little look-see around. We've got 5 minutes to breathe. There's no noises. Nothing's trying to eat me. Oh, no, there he is. He's just come out of my lift. He spawned inside my lift. And he fucked off up there somewhere. Jimmy, where you gone? I don't feel safe now. If they can spawn in your lift, there is no safe place to stand. I like the visuals here. Like this with the red light feels Predator, right? Aliens, I get it. It's got nice atmosphere. If my gun wasn't shimmering, you see the top of my gun? This is a $2 system I'm running this on. I don't want shimmery guns. You know what I mean? I heard it, so I run. And it's not a boast or anything. It's just to let people know that if you spend this amount of money, you're still going to come across games like this that are poorly optimized and just look like dog shit. Right, I think this could be the way. Sound like it just shut itself. Where is it? There's something down there moving. Oh, something heard me. Bro, I'm out. I'm out. I don't even know what it was. Oh, that one went down easy. Show me an ass. Okay, you can reload while you're sprinting, but your stamina goes down really quick. Fuck me. We don't have anything to heal with, do we? So I've taken a lot of damage there. It's really random. I mean, one of them guys went down straight away. This guy, I mean, he chased me all the way from mid section up there, where that red light is, basically there all the way down. It's weird. I think it's slowdown that's happening. I think the reload isn't just like that speed. I think there's some slowdown on the reload because you're actually physically doing something. I think that's what's happening. Ooh, what was that? Again, you hear it, and by the time you look for it, they're probably taking a chunk out of you. I think the idea from the dev's perspective is that you are crouched down, moving very slow through the hallways, making little to no noise. But for me, that is very slow, boring gameplay when you've got very little in your game. Procedure generated or not, you know, like I say, the gun really bothers me. Don't put a grill on top of the gun if your anti-aliasing doesn't work. It almost seems like they have hit points. So if I shoot him in the leg, it seems like he drops a bit. If I shoot him in the head, he seems to die quicker. I mean, that's something, if that is the case. But again, I don't have anything to back that up. Just going by feels of the gameplay. Okay, I shot him and he ran. Do I run? When you reload, because the torches are attached to your gun, you can't see anything. And again, looter shooter. What am I looting? Have you seen me loot anything? I haven't found a sodding thing through these corridors yet. I found another lift that's not the one we came in. Extraction, 6 seconds. I didn't pick up a single thing. I didn't pick up anything. Wow. On first impressions, this one blows. It blows big chunks. Because even if you had gone in, killed everything in one shot, let's say you got like Deadeye Clive aim, even then you're still just walking around empty hallways looking for a crumb of loot. And yeah, I mean, it might have some guts to it. It might have some legs on it if you're going to play it for long enough. But it looks like shit. I mean, this fog looks awful. The gun looks crap. The bad guys are uninspired. You know, the imagination behind them is basically, let's just rip off Alien. And it feels like an Alien Predator game. That's what it feels like. It's what it looks like. It's okay. It's not a big deal for me. I probably won't be wishlisting this one or playing it in the future unless the devs hook up with me and say, you know, we've got it ready. For me, yeah, it's very generic, very meh. It's just bottom of the pile for me today. The 5 we played, I've actually been impressed with 4 of them. Mistfall, unfortunately, can't be added into that. And then we played this instead of Mistfall, which then is the bottom of the runt. It's the runt of the litter. It's the one with one ear. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to play it. Looks like arse, and it's just shit. So it was the one that looked the most impressive on the videos. And again, I'm always wary when they build a Steam page that looks overly impressive for a game that's not out yet. So for me, this is probably at best a 2.5 out of 5 right now, at best. And again, it's just an early access, so I'm not bothered. I might play it when it comes out, but I'm really not bothered. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. My time is up. We do 1 till 5. So if you are around tomorrow or Wednesday, jump in. We've got 2 football games tomorrow. I haven't actually covered any football games on this channel yet, so I'm looking forward to that. And we've got Stalker 2 on Wednesday. Next week, I'm doing the NextFest 2 video, which is the same as today, with 5 games back to back, all randomly picked. And I already have them downloaded and ready to go. So I know what they are. I just haven't looked at the Steam page. I haven't played them. I've just literally picked them. So we've got that next week. So definitely join us for that one. And I want to appreciate all of your time and thank you for joining me and thank you for spending your time with us. And if you do want to check out YouTube, you can check out Shanus Rewinds. You can check out mmoshanuz and you can check out Racing Shanus, all of which are active and all of which have new content all the time. So take it easy, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, I'm done, sons.